And when nothing is normal, that's Hashem's signature. That's Hashem's wink of saying, hey, that made no sense, right? Right? That made no sense. The entire country has lost their mind. It feels like we're living through this Twilight Zone. Like a bad, graded B movie. That's what it feels like we're living through. And we're waiting for someone to wake up and say, okay, the joke is over. We're not going to defund the police. We were just joking. Because who would be in their wacko mind to do that, right? Can you imagine without a police force? Okay, we're going to allow you to have New York City back. We'll allow Macy's to unboard their windows now because we're going back to regular. It was only a big joke. We're waiting for someone to say that. Because right now we're picturing ourselves and expecting to wake up from a nightmare that's not ending. It's getting worse. It's like a bad, bad story that's getting worse, where somehow or other the bad guys seem to be getting away with whatever plot they're doing, and we're waiting for this good turn to turn around and make the story some sort of a happy something. And it's only getting worse. We're scratching our heads and we're saying, what does Hashem want from us? What is Hashem doing? And I think it's very clear what he's doing. Et asher hit'alalti b'Mitzrayim. You know what those words mean? Hashem said to Moshe Rabbeinu and the Jewish people, you are going to tell over one day, not just what I did to Egypt, not just that I bested Egypt, but et asher hit'alalti b'Mitzrayim. How I made them into a mockery. I took their ge'eh, their ga'ava, and I made a big joke out of the whole thing. Mamash today, it looks like a big joke. Nobody knows who won. And nobody knows if they'll ever know who really won. Hashem says, I closed all your mini mikdash, your schools, your shuls, your shivot. You know why? Because I want you to scream out to me, Abba, we want the real Bet HaMikdash. I'm going to close and shut down all the small replicas of the reminders in order to maybe get you to scream out, we want the real thing. We want to go home. We had enough of this. Take us home. We don't want the mini mikdash. We want the Bet HaMikdash. We don't want the reminders of once was. We want to go back to what is and should be. We want home. Hashem says, I closed down all the minis so that maybe you'll scream, give us the real thing. Give us back the Bet HaMikdash. Take us home. Let there be a Geulah already. Says Moshe Rabbeinu to Hashem, you don't tell us malach. We do not accept your resignation. No malach. We want you back. You and only you. Hashem says, yeah? You want me back? If that's the case, build me a house. Build me a house. Build me a mishkan. And I will come back and rest amongst you. And I will bring back the love. And by the way, that was the beauty behind, says the Gaon, the holiday of Sukkot. The sukkah is the love of God. It's Hashem's hug around the Jew. That's why the walls are built the way they are. It's like a human hug, as we spoke in the past. Because the sukkah reminds us of the Mishkan, of the building in the Mishkan in the Midbar. 5 days after Kippur, the time that the holiday of Sukkot falls out. Not in Nisan, in Tishrei. Because that was the time that you took us back. Ahavta otanu, v'ratzita banu, v'romamtanu mikol ha'lashonot. That's what we're talking about. Ahavta otanu, v'ratzita banu. We got the love back. You know why? Because we insisted nothing and no one else but you, Hashem. And that's what Hashem is waiting for right now. He closed your shul. He closed your yeshiva. He closed your school. He closed your mini prototype Mikdash Ma'at reminders, because he wants us to scream, no more any in-betweens, no more reminders. We want you. We want to get Ulah. We want a Mikdash for real. We want the Kohanim b'avodatam, Leviim b'shinam, Yisrael b'ma'amadam. We want it back. No more. No more in-betweens. No more galut. We want you, Hashem. This is what Hashem's waiting for. The Shekhinah is in such tsar. The Shekhinah is in galut. Hashem's name and honor is being profaned and desecrated all over the United States with the liberal left and their corruption to the highest level. Hashem says, you guys, you're going to stand by and watch this? No one's going to stand up for my honor. No one's going to stand up for God's name. We're okay with this, which is going on with life as normal. Okay, he gets in. Whatever. As long as life goes back to the regular. Pass the salt. Can I open my business yet? Can I open my restaurant yet? Can I get rid of these stupid masks? How many people can I allow? Can I start up the weddings again? You know how many times people are asking me when the wedding's going to come back? When are the weddings going to come back? Oh, that's what we're missing. That's what we're missing. The weddings. The wonderful weddings that we once had. That's what we're missing. That's what we're missing. Those wonderful weddings. That's what they're praying to get back to. I'm holding myself back. So I don't want to say chas v'shalom anything that's going to put down anyone. I don't mean to. I'm here to be mechazik, not chas v'shalom to put down, but to give direction. And that is Hashem's waiting for people to pick up the messages and realize that he wants us to scream, Abba, we want you. Not this guy and not that guy. We want you. People are calling me up. Do you think he has a shot at getting back? Do you think he has a shot? I hope he does. I like the guy. But that's not what should be on the minds of a Jew now. When you see the topsy-turvy world of upside downness, the reaction should be, hey, Borei Olam, you did something so out of whack, so out of normal. You made it not him and not him. Maybe you're giving us the moment to scream, you. You. Guy tells me he's davening for Trump to get back in. I said, that's good. But maybe we should be davening for the Geulah instead. So we don't need him nor him. We can go home to where we should be. How come we're not getting past this? Everyone's stuck by this, and they can't get past it. It's a mirage, and we can't get past it. And that's why I felt I wanted to give a class tonight on the parasha. I really did. But I felt someone should get up and say, Klal Yisrael, pray for the Geulah. Stop getting wound up in the web of drama.